Now, one of the great things about Where Winds Meet is that there's a whole bunch of things to see and do, but as well as that, there's also a lot for you to find and upgrade within the game. Some of the most powerful things that you can do are upgrading your weapon martial arts skills and of course your mystic arts, but in order to do this you're going to need resources and a whole bunch of them at that. For this video I'm going to be showing you how to find one of the most sought after resources that you're probably going to need very often, and that's going to be your Pine Resin Ointment. This thing is definitely needed for anyone who wants to upgrade their martial arts skills in order to increase their damage and just put the stats up on them altogether. You can find yourself going through these quite a lot, especially if you've got several martial arts that you like to swap in and swap out to muck around with. And as you're playing through the game, you're going to be finding a few of these, but there's a couple of ways that you can get them even better. One of the first ways, if you're playing the game and you're paying for your battle pass, I would highly recommend making sure you purchase these whenever you can, and that's going to be your custom martial arts upgrade chests. These give you a lot of really needed resources, so purchase as many you can a week to stay on top of your resources and make your life just a whole bunch easier. When you're playing through your battle pass, you're going to start upgrading it, and as you get towards the end you get a whole bunch of tokens, so you can do this quite easily. But if you're playing as a free-to-play player, don't worry, you're not going to be missing out on anything, as you're able to farm Pine Resin Ointment very nice and fast. What you're going to do, you're going to be looking out for specific enemies. So if we go over to the item, you're going to be looking out for specific enemy types, either that of the Aureate Pavilion Elite, the Aureate Pavilion Lieutenants, or even the Aureate Pavilion Grunts. Depending on which ones you want to take on, they might take a little bit of time, and some of them are quite readily available, such as the grunts, so most times from early on in the game I'll just go for these and farm them nice and fast this way. By clicking on the item, clicking on the enemies that you're actually after, it's going to come up with a little symbol on the map showing you how to head off to them, so make your way over to them and vanquish them in whichever way you find works best for yourself. Trying to take them down nice and fast is absolutely amazing, because when you do start to take them down you'll realise these really build up. And of course the encampments also have little chests for you to find, which works perfect hand in hand with grabbing yourself a bit of extra XP as well as some tasty goodies in the process. Make sure you loot all of the bodies that you've taken down, because a lot of times they will have this Pine Resin Ointment on them, and then once you have taken out that camp, most times it will show you one that's close by, so you'll be able to head off in that direction and do exactly the same again. I usually find that most times these bodies have this ointment on them, but even if they don't, sometimes you might be a bit hit and miss, as well as being able to get several on them at once as well. Keep doing this in order to build up your stock, and you'll be able to have a massive amount of these very nice and fast, and also it grabs you a little bit of XP as well as coins and other resources in the process. Whenever you've got enough, you can go over to your martial arts and upgrade whatever weapon type you really enjoy using, and hopefully you'll have enough so you can enhance them a lot, grab yourself a whole bunch of extra damage and such. But yeah, as always, hopefully it's helped a few of you guys and girls out. There's going to be a load more content away from me. For now, take care. I'll see you on next day.